What up, fam? D here. Checking in. I'm feeling groundedness. I'm feeling accomplishment. I'm feeling calmness. I feel like a pressure in my lower chest, but it's actually a good sensation rather than something that makes me feel some discomfort. I'm feeling a lightheadedness, kind of like sitting on a soft cloud. My mind is sitting on a soft cloud. And I'm also feeling perhaps a resistance to feeling more open. Yeah, and feeling into that. I wanted to ask you a question, and it is about the word. And this word is something we say often and assume about other people, about what they believe in, and I think it's helpful and important to think about how we interpret this word in our lives, and to really ask that question, because I feel that it has played as a large role in the world's outcomes, in how we treat each other. And so, what is your interpretation of this word? And that word is God. What are you feeling when I say that? What are you feeling inside of yourself? What sensations, what emotions come up for you? What stories, what ways, how have you related with another person who believes in capital G, O-D? Because I think it's important to understand where we come from, because it comes with a lot of history, a lot of deep-seated generational energy that lives within you, like 100%. So I think it's important to understand what stance we come from in the way we use that word in our lives. And so what are you feeling in your body? Feel that. And just think about it real honestly, just find out what that means for you, what that means to you. And it doesn't matter what your beliefs are on it, with it, and just to know that for yourself. And then when you interact or speak with another person in your life, perhaps who may be important to you, you know, what is their interpretation of God? Can that change the way you see that person and the way you understand how they interpret that? Because a lot of us, what our beliefs are around that has caused quite a bit of conflict, and also a lot of community and relationships and family building, community building. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pockets of religion in the way it is practiced where it brings goodness. However, when there are rules, some list to follow or go by, because it adds value to your life and the way you show up for other people, the way you show up for yourself, and something to reach for, an entity, a being, something outside of yourself. Or maybe you're the type of person who believes that that word God is also a metaphor for something that is beyond words, that is beyond space and time, something that our minds have been dropped to a lower vibration, a frequency, if you will, in the way we interpret quote unquote reality. And maybe you think about God is the universe. It is every atom that is spinning to create this solid, perceived solid mass. And there are an infinitesimal amount of it happening at the same time, at the same moment, simultaneously. All these systems of interpretation, all these models in the way we interpret the world, they all come together in just this amazing synchronicity, just in time. And do you believe in that kind of God? Or do you believe in that word, that God, that is something that you are, something that something you should just be and just not talk about it? You feel me? That we are wasting so much of our precious, sacred energy, but sometimes we have to move through it and struggle before we begin to understand that we are just avatars, copies of God, children of God, of something so divinely pure and beautiful. And maybe you felt that for a moment, and it made you tear, it made you feel deeply seated and grounded in the way you feel connected with this multi-dimensional reality that is beyond space and mind and time in every sense of the word. In fact, these words are meaningless that I'm talking about it, perhaps. Maybe. So yes, I'm curious as to what is your interpretation and your experience? What are you thinking, feeling, seeing, doing when I say that word? God. Anyway, that's my take for today. My first video. Peace.